perfect. Hello, and welcome to my film. It's all to do with joie de vivre, I suppose. You know, it's not rocket science, it's quite simple. I mean, it is complicated, don't get me wrong, it's very complicated, but on the surface it's quite simple. I suppose that's the trick, actually. Making something look effortless when behind the scenes, you know, there's been blood, sweat and tears, but it's worth it. Once you've got a finished product and it's something that you're proud of, no one can take that away from you. That's better. I actually prefer this shot to the previous one. I think it's got more dynamism. This is the view from the living room window. I don't live in the whole house, you see. I've only got the top half. Daisy lives downstairs. I was hoping to get an interview with her for this thing, but when I asked her, she said, not bloody likely. Don't blame her, it is pretty nerve-wracking doing this kind of thing, but she didn't mind me taking a photograph of her, and there she is. I take a lot of photographs, actually. I'll show you some more later. What were my first words?
I think it was probably Dada or something, was it? Dada? Yeah.
It could have been, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think it was.
Dada. Surreal. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one. I think one of the most peculiar aspects of filmmaking is the fact that no matter how many films you make, and I've made quite a few now, but no matter how many you make, you're never sure, whilst you're making them, if what you're doing is the work of pure genius or absolute madness.
No!
It's not until you're sat there watching it with an audience that you can actually gauge if it works or not.
No!
I remember one film I made had this curious effect of inducing migraines in people, which is a response. It's not really what you want.
This is your bedroom where you used to sleep. I don't think a lot's changed in here.
What you want is a film that teaches you something.
Oh, we did get a new mattress when you left home, but apart from that, I don't think there's a lot different.
Do you see what I mean? You're learning already.
Oh, the curtains are new. I think they used to have cowboys and Indians on.
Okay, so they're not the most earth-shattering nuggets of information, but that doesn't matter. What matters is we've started, and nothing's going to stop us now. Do you know what this is, Nil? It's a 2.11 megapixel, super steady, Carl Zeiss, intelligent flash, handycam, and it's yours. Happy birthday. You can see in the dark as well.
You're such a...
I've got a lot of ornaments. Well, I say ornament. Within what is generally regarded as being an ornament, I like to throw in a sideball of unusuality, if you will. I think it brightens a place up a bit. It turns a place more into a big kind of playpen. I only wear those if there's someone round that I want to amuse, but
Do you see what I mean? The whole place is kind of imbued with a sense of fun. That's not it. I mean, a lot of people would call it junk, but I don't think it is. I think it's art, actually. Which is something I try to get across in my films. The fact that if you think about it, and sometimes you have to think quite hard, but if you think about it, everything is art. Perdu dans une mer de consommation, à la dérive sur une île de solitude, j'achète macro au bois, un sac de salade mixte, PQ et sachet d'été. This is the kitchen. Where is it? Built it myself and proud of it. I mean, the cupboard doors are all a bit skew-whiff and the drawer sticks a bit when you try to pull it out, but when you're going for that kind of country kitchen look, as I call it, you can get away with murder. Building this actually was quite a nice contrast to filmmaking, because with filmmaking everything has to be absolutely spot on, else you're in deep trouble. Well, I say that, there's always room for manoeuvre as long as you know what you're doing.
What kind of baby was I?
Very good, a model baby. Absolutely perfect.
Was I, Dad?
I think it were, yeah. For the first few weeks, yeah.
And then what happened?
Oh, a lot. Until he was a year old.
What, and then what happened?
Nothing really, no.
No, nothing special happened.
Something special did happen. Not something you could put your finger on as such, but there was always this unspoken awareness that I was different. I always had this kind of acute sensitivity. I was always totally in tune with my surroundings, and paradoxically I realised that it was this very oneness with everything that made me feel somewhat alienated from those closest to me. And I think that's why I started making films. It was an attempt to communicate, to bridge the gap, if you will.
My first memory of you is on your white bicycle. It was when Quadrophenia was out and you had a white racing bicycle with loads and loads of mirrors, and I saw you on the precinct and thought that was quite peculiar, your bicycle. So it made a funny noise when you dropped off the curb.
I've lost the end!
I think it's true when people say that things always come together in the edit suite, and here it is, my nice new edit suite. We are broadcasting in 1080i, full Dolby Digital 5.1, got a whole terabyte of storage, nice new keyboard, and over here perhaps the most important bit of kit, cup of tea, and of course let's not forget the Jockey Bickies. I didn't put this little lot in myself. You can't be mucking about when there's water involved. I got someone in. It was a bloody nightmare, to be honest. I mean, he was a lovely bloke, don't get me wrong, and he did do a good job. That dripping tap there, don't worry about that, that's just for effect. But no, he was doing one of these part-time philosophy courses now. You know, nothing wrong with philosophy. I like philosophy. I'm quite a philosophical person myself. I'm forever reading stuff. But he was telling me about this grand opus he was working on. And he was telling me that where the cutting edge of philosophy's at the moment, is that they reckon that mankind is nothing more than a great big mistake. Now, I suspect a lot of us, maybe in our darker moments, and maybe toyed with such a notion, but I just wanted him to put the bathroom in. I didn't want this great lecture about the state of mankind's mind. I don't like that shot, by the way. That shot's depressing. It's like everything's going down the pan. And it's not. It's just a short film, but I do like to think that it straddles the entire range of human emotions. See you later. Houston, we have a problem. I've heard scratching for the last couple of nights, so I set a trap up here and... worst of it was, as I was coming up through the hatch, I was greeted by that. It's from Man a Mouse. It's a film about a mouse who thinks he's a man. Actually quite an interesting concept, but that scared the life out of me. Oh, God. I was born in Spondon, 4 miles east of Derby. Mum was an infant school teacher and Dad was a electronics engineer. 2 sisters, Susan and Jane. Did ask them actually if I could get an interview with them for this thing, but I'm both too busy. I do hope they don't mind me showing you them in their bathing costumes. St Werburgh's infant school to begin with, then it was Springfield Juniors, and after that, Spondon Comprehensive. I remember a careers teacher here once asking me what I wanted to do, and I said, make films. And he laughed right in my face. I bet he's not laughing now.
No more.
Do you ever remember me being scared of anything?
I remember when Doctor Who was on, he used to worry about the Cybermen.
You all 3 were worried about the Cybermen. You couldn't go up to the loo without somebody standing at the bottom of the stairs and calling out all the time, are you still there? Are you still there? Just in case one came up through the toilet to grab you.
Alfred Hitchcock said that the only way he could get rid of his fears was to make a movie about them. He also said, drama is life, with all the dull bits taken out, which I think is very true. But I like the dull bits. I mean, I'm sure it's got a lot to do with the tumultuousness of my life, but to me they're not even dull. To me they're little havens of tranquility, pockets in space and time where nothing happens. Come on! Of course, having said all that, the A52 can be a bit dull. It's fine between Derby and Nottingham, but the Grantham stretch is all single carriageway. 10 minutes worth of that and you've really lost the will to live. A rather inappropriate text from Sister Jane, but never mind. Been shopping and look at that. A smorgasbord of death, I think you'd call that. Well, I say that. That one's actually a humane trap. So it's got a 25% chance of survival. Got a range of baits. Woman in the shop said peanut butter, good old cheese, and I seem to remember reading somewhere that chocolate was a favourite. No, they won't be eating all that, I hope. Oh, look at that. Let's get hunting. Action! I am usually behind the camera. I do a lot of quite high-profile celebrity interviews, publicity for films, actors, directors, that kind of thing. I don't actually do the interviews, I do the camera work, but they're good jobs because they're usually held in the West End, which means if the weather's nice, I can simply walk to work. And also, they're not normally very long days, so I have time for my own projects. Basically what happens is the equipment's delivered, we unload it all, we get it in the room, we set the shot up, make it look nice, then the journalist and the celebrity turn up, they do their interviews, then they all clear off, we take everything down, pack it all up, get out and go home ourselves. It's good. One thing that does always strike me as slightly odd is how incredibly small most of the leading men are. I'm not sure if I should have said that. Of course you should, it's the truth. Now where is that bloody end?
Good. Well, this is John. He's the sound man. He's very kindly agreed to help me for the purposes of this demonstration today. Thank you, John. And what we're going to do is show you a single camera setup. We're going to show you how to put all this kit together. This is all the kit you need. So let's do it. Good. Well, this is it. We've got your camera here, looking over the journalist's shoulder. You've got your big soft key light here onto the talent, as we call them. You've got backlights, picking out the background a little bit, and some kind of foliage. I've actually made a model of this to help illustrate it a bit better, but that's basically it. Nice model. It's working, isn't it? It's basically a retrospective of me and my life's work.
I do hate exposition. It is one of the hardest things to get right. Mind you, it's not the hardest. I'd say the hardest is just the sheer physical and mental graft of it all.
Oh, bloody hell. I think I've got one.
I mean, yes, there is the glitz and the glamour, but people really don't realise how much we filmmakers suffer for our art.
Oh, God, I can feel him.
I've often had to go places that really weren't very pleasant.
Oh, right.
Dark places, emotional places where the truth lurks, because that's what we're after, the truth, no matter how painful.
I'm taking them up Shepherd's Bush Green. Apparently you shouldn't let them go near where you live, because they just come back in again. Ooh, you can hear them rattling. Ooh. Right, take my gloves off. Ooh. Oh. I don't know why I'm filming this, you know. Yes, I do. It's the truth, isn't it? That's what we're after. The bloody truth. I gaffer taped the thing up to stop him escaping. Right. Here we go. Sorry. I think it might be on the roof of that car. What kind of boy was I?
Energetic, extremely energetic and athletic and always on the go.
Fat kid.
Do you see what I mean about the truth being painful? The thing that gets me is it's constantly reminding you just how painful. Gary popped round to have a look at the edit so far, and I'd say that's beyond painful. I'd say that's bordering on rude. And also, I don't think I was fat. I think it was T.S. Eliot who said, history is a contrived corridor. Mind you, I always prefer the one about revenge being a dish best served cold.
I want to see anger in your face. More angry. Really angry.
I don't work with actors that often. I find it easier to do it myself, but when I do, I find the experience makes me feel
Absolutely furious.
totally energised.
You need to tell me why I'm getting angry. I mean, you need to give me a reason. That's what directors do.
It's emotion.
Emotion. What? Excuse me, can you stop eating? I really think that's not very professional, you know?
Obviously there are moments of tension, heated discussions, arguments, call them what you will, but that's all part of the process. It's all par for the cause, and it's never personal.
What do you want from me? I'm doing my best!
Well, sometimes it is, but it's only because there's a lot of passion in the room.
I think I've got enough, thanks.
You've got enough? I've got a bloody enough as well, mate. I'll bill you. I'll bill you for the train, you wanker.
I've come away for a bit, help Mum with the garden. I think it's important to sometimes just take a step back
and review the whole situation, and then when you get back to it, you've got a fresh perspective. I still think it's going well. I think it's going remarkably well. I don't like blowing my own trumpet, but I think it's going to be rather good, actually. That goes down here, Mum. I think one of the most important aspects of movie making is the need for a cracking good story. I might be wrong, but I'm sure there was a broad bean there earlier. And by story, I mean something that has a very definite beginning, middle, and end. Oh, God. They're not necessarily in that order, as the great Jean-Luc Godard famously said. I can't deal with this now. I've got Russell Crowe in the morning. My favourite types of stories are the ones that appear quite light on the surface, but underneath are actually extremely dark and disturbing. That's it. The end. How's Dave? Got any work yet? This is going well. Getting some really, really good stuff. I shan't bore you with all the gory details, just to say, some things work and some things don't. You know, it's sad. Oh, it's gorgeous though, isn't it? 200 tungsten, with 85 filter, 5.6. Bingo. Wait for it. Free the pain. I think that might have been F22 actually. What about the tortoise?
Tortoise that liked bread and jam. Well, it was a nice old thing, but it just wandered off one day, didn't it?
What happened to the cat?
Cat died.
And the rabbits?
They died.
Guinea pigs?
Whitting the fox got those.
Parrot?
Died.
Budgie?
Died.
Hamster?
Died.
Goldfish?
Died.
Stick insects?
Died.
Terrapin?
Died.
Mice?
Died.
Not very good with pets, were we?
That was my bedroom there. That's the window I used to look out at the world from, watching it all going by, watching the seasons coming and going. And who would have thought that small, innocent 8-year-old boy would one day become possibly the most important. I'm late for Russell Crowe. Luckily, I wasn't late. In this business, punctuality is everything. What famous people have you done, John?
What, in this room?
Just generally, yeah.
Well, most of them, I think. Most of the names.
Been shopping.
Jack Nicholson, George Clooney, Clint Eastwood.
I mean, it's not Magnum 44, but should still blow the head clean off a rat. Who would you say was the most famous?
Most famous? Well, at the time, probably Sean Connery.
What was he like?
Very pleasant, on time.
He's late. He's normally bogged out from behind the fridge by now. Jesus! Get off me! Get out of here! Here's Johnny. What was the worst thing I ever did?
Throwing apples at the window.
Oh, I thought it was shooting starlings on the cricket pitch. But then somebody had put him up to that, egged him on.
Remember that time when you shot a frog with a 6-inch nail and my dad's crossbow at point blank range?
Yeah.
To be fair, it wasn't Gary egging me on, as my mum said. I think we were probably about as bad as each other, though. I do think it was Gary's idea to do the frogs. I try not to kill things these days. I find the older I become, the more I believe in karma. What was that? Though obviously sometimes you simply have to take life. I mean, take Pat from next door. I haven't killed her, don't worry, but sometimes, philosophically, I think I'd be quite within my rights to kill her. She never takes her dog for a walk. Now, obviously, it's not the dog's fault, and realistically, you can't kill Pat. So it's a poor old fly that gets it in the neck. I'm just glad I didn't kill Frank. I mean, without Frank, I wouldn't have the front half of my film. How do I fade this music down? That's it. Gorgeous.
I remember you doing a turn at the village hall disco to Shaking Stephen's Green Door on your own in the middle of the dance floor.
That was alright though, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it was fine, wasn't it? You got away with it.
I left school in 1980, armed with 3 A-levels and a pocket full of dreams. My first job was at the local supermarket. I was in charge of tinned vegetables and soups. It wasn't a bad job, but creatively, it was totally uninspiring. So I jacked it in, packed my trunk, and said goodbye to the circus. Well, went to film school actually, and immediately started honing my craft.
I don't remember much actually. Quite intense, a bit overweight. You made a lot of films about yourself. What was that one that you made that just seemed to go on for hours?
Gloss. It did go on for hours actually. I think watercolour and emulsion were better lengths. Do you know what I mean? He knows what I mean. Me and Roger are like peas in a pod. I left film school in 1984 and hungry for life's experiences moved to Liverpool. Just kidding.
Hello?
Jane, it's me. I know you don't want to appear on camera, and that's fine, but can I just get you to say a few words about the time that I moved to London?
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Didn't you stay with Jane and Bill when they were at Notting Hill?
Thank you, Susan. Whilst I was at Jane and Bill's in Notting Hill, I got my first job in the industry, thanks to this fella. Recognise him?
Well, I was working at World Television News. You rang me up and I told you to send in your CV. You did that and you got the job.
Coroner's report reveals that television cameraman Paul Edward Robson ingested huge amounts of rat poison prior to his death. Robson freelanced for WTV News until as recently as 2 years ago, when he disappeared without trace. We've had a call from WTV. A Rottweiler's gone berserk in Wimbledon, and we're going to go and get some images for a news wrap. Come on. Shift it, bonehead! Well, this is the house. I've had a word with a passing neighbour. Apparently, what happened was the dog trapped the owner in the living room, where he phoned the police, and a police marksman turned up and shot the dog through the letterbox. So what I'm going to do is get a wide establishing shot from here, and then move round and get a couple of close-ups. Nice. I'm doing a slow zoom in to the letterbox to give the editor time to put the voiceover on. That's nice. That's very good. And then I think just one more shot of the living room window. And that should do it. Bung in the invoice. Cut. Some jobs aren't the most exciting, but the beauty is you never know what's going to come up. Remember one job I did was at this summer fete just outside London, and what they'd done is divided a field into squares and then let a cow loose, and the public bet on which square the cow did you know what on. Now, I find that rather distasteful, but what I do like about it is the variety. One day you're doing Russell Crowe talking about his latest movie, and the next you're filming bullshit. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm taking the Michael. Nah. I just had my tax bill and it's left me with 15 quid in the bank. Nice place. To begin with, everything's going along swimmingly. But slowly, as the narrative progresses, rain clouds appear, and our hero becomes all tangled up with problems. I know it shouldn't, but it does get me down. I have to keep reminding myself that it's only money, and that there are plenty much more important things to get depressed about. Of course, when you're in the thick of it all, you don't think like that, especially if you've got no work. Then things really can get quite miserable. Look at that. Nothing. I mean, it's always bad this time of year, but...
Ring, damn you, ring!
I'm on the move. I've had a call from Gary. I mean, it's not camera work, but at least it's money. He's got a workshop up near Mum and Dad's where he makes things, and he needs someone to paint some trees for a production of Robin Hood that the Theatre Royal's putting on. Apparently Ross Kemp's playing the lead, so it's quite a big production. I'm actually quite flattered to be asked, to be honest. They are tricky things, trees. You've really got to know what you're doing. It's all those branches and leaves and stuff. I mean, I don't paint as much as I like. I'm too busy making films, but when I pick up a brush, I like to think I can nail a likeness. It is strange, you know. I don't know where I get it from. We're not a particularly creative family. I mean, my sisters used to dabble, but both got kids now. I don't think they get much time. I think that's why neither of them wanted to be interviewed, you know. I don't think it was a willful obstruction. I don't think they're a bad pair per se. I think they're just a couple of lemons. I mean, very busy. Anyway, trees.
Well, all of these need painting at some point. There's loads more in the end room and loads more upstairs. So you've got to get right into the detail. And I mean right into the detail. And there's lots of it, as you can see. And it will take a long time. You're not going to enjoy it at all. See that? That's no good. That's good. So, fully briefed. There you go.
It did take a long time. I didn't enjoy it. It was hard work, but I did it, and consequently lived to film another day.
Yes!
I've only been booked for the Cannes Film Festival, haven't I? Oh, joy. Right, I'm going to print out some rough outlines of what I'm trying to do here. While I'm over there, I may as well do a bit of schmoozing, see if I can get some completion money, but... Oh, what a relief. I think I'll have a cup of tea. Or should that be une tasse de thé?
It's a post-apocalyptic action drama. Basically, the backstory is about
John, and he's trying to bring his sister back from...
It's a romantic comedy about a young woman who invents...
The bigger the premiere, the bigger the bun fight. I like them because they only last a couple of hours, and then the rest of the day and night is your own.
I feel extraordinarily innocent and ignorant. There's just so much here, there's so much going on. I sometimes think it's a little bit like one of those dreams, where everyone else knows how to do stuff and where to go and why to go there.
No.
It is difficult without the right passes, but where there's a will and all that. Oh, here he comes. Mr. Impenetrable. What a party animal he turned out to be.
We're in post-production on a feature film at the moment. We're about a month away from finishing, and so we're here trying to sell and distribute that.
Maybe I had a little bit too much energy.
My name's Peter Magic Johnson. I'm a filmmaker from Belfast, and I specialise in abbreviated micro media. I run the 15-second film festival out of Belfast.
How's that for a pitch?
It's a musical. Everybody is trying to know who you're talking to, what's your proposal, what's your presentation, but no one helped in reality. There is no talk just for friendly talking. You smell the competition everywhere.
I'm afraid that's not all you could smell the next day. Beef tartare. I know it's a bit provincial, but I do like my home comforts. You know where you are with an Eccles cake. Frank? With us no more. Your story is told from beginning, middle, and end. All right, no need to shout. They are all linked. Every single film is connected. Even the ones that aren't are.
Are you getting a TV picture now, Jeffrey? Neil, yes, we are getting a TV picture. That's about it from us. Yeah, I feel with you now.
I think I might need some therapy. But isn't technology wonderful? Anyway, as you will recall, things are not going well. Our hero is tied up. As the narrative progresses, for 12 years, I think it is now. Beauty is I'm totally self-sufficient. I've got a little wind jenny on the roof that feeds the capacitor that tops up the battery, and then it's a simple step up through the coil to give me 240 volts for the laptop and hard drive. That football's actually the alien planet in Crane. It's a bit of paper mache and away you go. It's incredible. It's taken on a life of its own. It's practically editing itself. That's nice, isn't it? It's a print. It's William de Kooning. It's actually a woman with the legs wide apart. I do like artists who've got the nerve to paint and say exactly what they want. That's one of mine. That's a burger van. I know it's nothing special, but it's a perfectly adequate little place. I try to put all the money on screen. Not that it's that expensive anymore. In the days of 35mm, it was truly brutal. £70 a second for a low-budget feature. And no video was cheaper. It simply couldn't compete with the sheer beauty of film. It's nearly perfect, but I just wanted enough money to finish the thing. So in the old days, if you wanted it to look like 35mm, you simply had to shoot 35mm. I mean, look at that. That looks like a proper feature film. The only downside was the equipment was so heavy. And also, because it did look so good, and because it was so expensive, there was a tendency to try and use every single frame you've shot, regardless of whether it fit in with a story or not. But to do such a thing would simply be an insult to the audience's intelligence. I still use my little DCR for ease and speed. The focus is much better than the smartphone cameras, but if it's a filmic aesthetic you're after, it's got to be the 5D Mark III. Perversely, the downside with these is that because the image is so good and so cheap, there's a tendency to shoot any old rubbish. But if what's happening on screen does not in some way drive the narrative forward, it must be ruthlessly and relentlessly cut.
Do you believe in God?
No.
You think there's life on other planets?
That's a hard one. I don't know. There's got to be something.
I think there is.
There's got to be.
With all the probabilities of everything.
Yes. Meaning of life. Living.
What kind of art do you do when you're doing your art?
It's just a basic art and design course.
Why philosophy?
Because the unexamined life is not worth living.
Bloody hell.
It's Socrates. It's a bit of a cliche, actually.
Good. So, Eva, thanks for coming back. It's a bit noisy out there. So, philosophy. What's it all about, Alfie? So,
It's basically the search for the truth.
All right. And what's the truth?
That everything changes.
Good. Who's your favourite philosopher?
Heraclitus.
Oh, right. Yeah. What was his big thing?
He's the one that says that everything changes.
Good. Do you believe in God?
I experience life's energy as we all do and call it by many names, one of which is indeed God.
That's fabulous. And do people often... It is a bit of a cliche, but do people often ask you that one? You know, what's the meaning of life?
All the time?
What is it?
It's whatever we make it.
She is right, isn't she? It is whatever you make it, but that's the hard bit. What do you make it?
Well, I've been shopping. I've got Roger coming around later, and I was going to make him a chilli.
I'm glad he's coming, actually. It'd be good to get another pair of eyes to have a look at the film. I've got quite a big reveal coming up, and I'm just not quite sure where to drop it in. So what do you think, Rog?
Quite crunchy.
Roger's History. Hello, Colin. Colin Burrows. Big Time Productions. We swapped cards in canon. I'm off for a meeting with him. I think he's quite a big fish, you know. Vale of Tears. What have I done to deserve this? Please, God, make it stop. Unfortunately, mine's still not finished, but I think it's time to start thinking about distribution. And I know it's a bit naughty, but don't tell me that's not gorgeous. That's the lens there. Seems to distort now and again, and the audio's a bit funny, but it was only cheap. It'll do the job. Now then, big time.
It's not for me. This is. I found it confusing. I found it rambling. Couldn't see the point of it. The story seemed to me, anyway, to be non-existent.
And I have to say, I mean, I found the central character to be something of a buffoon.
That old painful truth again. I'm beginning to suspect that I may be one of those artists who are destined to continually be misunderstood. Ich den gerade Mond. Ich den gerade nicht Piscanali via Alupta von Framica. Estan guarda tu film Shia mama cartoon masunit. Ayethama belly cartoon contora para lash nizel contampamwa. Ash con lis la cora tatumble colatum. Sash demon von Grud. Brecturlada. As another tweeter Elvish. Emera Gregorian de Klingon. Iskentad twaddle cara mia ma alphabetum para ectus flavuvium cumbo espectorio. Is it tu entrada numbo de resembletico?
What is this film?
Well, it's just a film, really.
Coming in.
And you're making it all by yourself?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's good.
Oopschraven, hold the gaze. Needle popping on. Oh, it's close. You're shitting a flora mon contrada effluvium. And okay, I'm on a wide now. Nieshna get my fample fantanui at Malarkey de flower. Mid shot and dance. Dish de Vanderbilt text to veribum de polonium. Para evictlic marabus combolato de villium thorough. Era nitnigat por la groot. Todo Mussolinium referatum. Bidithi Ashkenazi Urs Motmagandi Incapora Nida. Icalatum adut Mondaboon getting a mithap. Avat Cotlibot tune. Thwang on. Sheer puppet Ashkelon Anglaise. So, is mankind a great big walloping mistake? The question assumes that mistakes and whatever you consider the opposite can be differentiated by someone or something. What outside of humankind? In Scalia, Nuberts. Meganada. Jeez. If until la coda reversa tumo. Vijana Fabugas. Danstingle. Dushtakan, Yavanna. Chasson.
Paul, we know you're in there.
That's flaming shitness. Fox.
Come on, open up. Come on, open the door.
I'm busy.
Paul, come on, open up.
All right, I'm coming. Fleeking crappy ectopoid flannel shitzoids. Vacant stew never go and pee. Ich der cousin has full to snap my movie. Fish the log and slap. Popple void hanger slap. Konde saula grupa. Well, jester werd die bieten. So unvermannte Pampalo. Saga. Vista sila Pampaluda grupa. Enter. Sisters. Gotcha! Fichtenada crank. Shit down goa. Down goa. Ooh. Diak ganti flaphouse and Dante. Madam a vesti crookshank. Hella perfecto bubble stop. Hella perfecto bubble stop.
Oh. 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 Ich ne Gleck aber. Wow. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Is that it? I think it might be there. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it's just... Well, I suppose I was expecting a bit more. I was expecting something with a bit more oomph. Something a bit more profound. Something that gave you some answers. That's it. I wanted some answers. And all I got was questions. Well, that's not really true. I did get a few answers, but it was mainly questions. Oh, and memories. I suppose if you get your head around that, kind of questions, I don't know, sorting something out at least. I'm not sure what. Questions. Questions. Questions.
Oh dear. I suppose some of you are wondering why I'm still alive. So am I, to be honest. Well, I'm not, but I'm not sure how to tell you. I thought this bit would be easy. I'd have to use voiceover.
Voiceover? Why?
Because I can plan what I want to say.
Oh, just blurt it out.
And
Go on.
I'm actually quite scared.
Scared? What of?
What the audience will think.
I haven't been scared up till now. What's brought on this bout of self-consciousness?
Well, this is the most crucial part of the film. This is where they get to find out exactly what's been going on.
So?
So it's important to me. Can you hear music?
It's just a musical crescendo. Now get on with it.
Okay, I'm not dead because that wasn't rat poison I ate. It was corn, mint, the tin of tomatoes and a stock cube. It was actually quite tasty.
Why fake your own death?
It's a MacGuffin.
MacGuffin?
MacGuffin, a motivational plot device to drive the story forward.
And why did you want to drive the story forward?
To make the film watchable.
Why?
So it stands a greater chance of being seen by lots of people.
You're not making this easy, you know. Why do you want it to be seen by lots of people?
Because it's more than just a film.
What is it?
It's an advert.
For what?
An advert for me.
For you?
Yes. I'm looking for a woman.
What, like a Lonely Hearts ad?
Yes.
Well, that's genius. Why the long face?
Lots of reasons. It's self-serving for one.
Isn't everything? Anyway, why shouldn't you get something back? You've kept everyone entertained all this time. All those layers of meaning, all that metaphor and duality.
No one's going to want me. I'll let myself go.
There's nothing a hot bath, some soap and a shave won't pull right.
What if I really have gone mad?
You haven't gone mad as well as if you're hearing voices.
I've got no money. I live in a caravan.
Blair Witch Project grossed over $250 million, even with those major flaws in its central conceit.
You might be right.
I am right. Now pull yourself together, tidy up, get the end credits on, and get it out there. Come on.
You might be right.
I do believe the penny's dropping. Cue the zoom. Yes. And if I'm right, you're right.
I'm right. I'm right.
At last.
I'm going to tidy up, put the end credits on, and get it out there.
Good boy.
That's it. Thank you for watching. And if you do get in touch, I promise I'll get back to you. See one of you very soon. That's it. Oh, what a mess.
And I'm sure you'll agree. That would be the perfect place to leave it, if it wasn't for one slightly embarrassing fact. We're just a little bit short. In order to get feature-length status, just got a couple of minutes to fill. Anyone know any jokes?
Another MacGuffin, I'm afraid. It's actually just connected on a hose, so I could rip it off the wall without doing any damage. Oh, it's close. 45 seconds left. What can I show you? 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 I know.
I thought you'd forgotten me. Anyway. Endings are actually quite simple. All our hero has to do is to get out of whatever predicament they were in. To do this, brute force is often used, but I prefer a little more brain power, a little more cunning. However, the very best endings of all, no matter what drama has befallen our hero, is when the final payoff, the denouement, comes as close to the end credits as possible. Absolutely perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, there is actually. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell the audience what an absolutely first-rate filmmaker you are. You don't need Hollywood. This is the man for you. This gentle, caring, wonderful human being. My son.
Thanks, Dad. And Mum. Oh, and one very last thing. If your partner is surreptitiously reaching for a pen and paper right now, I am sorry, but you should have thought of it yourself. Have I gone too far? Am I bordering on arrogance? I don't think so. It's just exuberant self-confidence. That'll do, let's call it that. These people want to get home. I suppose you're right. I am going to make another one though. And of course, next time, I won't be in a caravan. I'll be in a whitewashed minimalist castle. Probably be floating around in a caftan with personal assistants and bigger budgets and special effects and casts of thousands, and steady cams and GoPros, a 250mm lens. You should see what that can do. That really is something special. Track and collar, a Pantechnicon crane. Now you're talking. Oh, and good catering. Mustn't forget that.